Thursday, Flosstube. Hello, crafty friends. How's everybody doing today? It is Thursday, September the 10th, and my name's Caroline. Welcome back. Thanks for visiting with me today. It's been quite a day so far. Small potatoes, considering the types of things that so many other people in the world are dealing with at the moment. For example, the wildfires. Wow. I hope you're safe. I wish you all well. The devastating news photos that I've been seeing, it's astonishingly scary. So please stay safe. So yeah, the things I've been dealing with today are very, very small potatoes considering. So I will be brief. Our internet is, it looks like the internet company that we were able to finally find and have working wireless internet connection here, it would appear that the company has folded. So I no longer have an internet connection. I am back to using my phone, the cellular data on my phone for my internet for at least today. Who knows what's going to happen in the future. But obviously, considering that our plans were to have Nicholas do his remote learning from up here, that is now, I guess, all sort of up in the air. So the next few days are going to be rather interesting as we try to sort through all of these things. I started the wood stove today, so I now am nice and toasty and warm in the cottage. So that feels pretty nice. Luna is loving it. She is, she's like a cat dog. She likes to seek out heat. And so she's I think quite pleased that it's no longer quite as chilly in here. It was going to go down to +4 tonight, and it's been raining and gray for 3 days. So the cottage just had a chill, and it was nice to get that stove started and going. So as far as crafty things that I was up to since yesterday, I've done a little bit more on my Christmas sock. I think I have maybe 5 more decrease rounds to do for the gusset decreases. You can see they're starting to take shape there. And then I will be solidly onto the foot, knitting down towards the toe. This is once again a yarn by the Cozy Knitter, who is a yarn dyer in Toronto, Ontario, and it was a Christmas set from a few years back that I actually purchased from my friend Dawn when she destashed it. So loving it. That's my second sock, and I hope to have a finish on it soon. The other thing that I've been working on that I can't quite seem to put down, and I'm not mad about it at all, is my The Colors of Venice by Dorothy of History Stickmuster. And here's where I'm at. So all I have left to do in that bottom square is that beautiful blue fill-in all the way to the top. This is the top where the stitching ends. That is the top of the box. So I just have to do some fill in, and then that first box is all complete. It's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? I just couldn't stop. It was a really, really fun motif to stitch. I am stitching this on a 40 count white linen with the called for silks, and loving it. It's really just a fun stitch. I put maybe 5 stitches into my Glendon Place. Now that that motif is done, I'm much more motivated to get back, because I can really see now what that is going to look like when it's done. So the fill-in is just going to be, that's going to be perfect stitching for when I'm a bit tired and I don't want to count or anything like that. So I will leave that for a little bit, a day or two, and get back to my Glendon Place. And also I would really like to make a nice big bit of progress in my Martin Luther King sampler, because it's been nice to watch that grow and take shape, and get the stitching on that finished up as well. So yes, it is. I have had to run the generator twice already this morning to charge the batteries because, of course, I have spent so long on the laptop with trying to figure out, you know, the internet situation, because it wasn't our first assumption to think that the company had just shut us down, but more that there was a problem somewhere. And so I spent a few hours trying to figure out, perhaps I could get it working again, but to no avail. So that is, it's really disappointing because I tell you, while we had it, boy, was it nice. Netflix, Flosstube, all of the good stuff. But you know what? I've lived without it for years and years up here. So it was kind of like a little taste of it. Now it's been taken away. So I need a moment to get over my lack of Flosstube watching capabilities for the next little while. So yes, considering the family is at home right now and I am here, and now we have had this situation come up, I'm not quite sure how we're going to go about it because my father-in-law is still here. So it's going to require a bit of a family discussion tonight, and we'll have to sort of think about how we want to move forward. I am now a couple of days behind on my sewing work for Evertote because of the weather. You know, I would have to run the generator so much if I wanted to actually do some sewing. So I've been able to do some cutting and you know, a bit of prep work for all the pre-orders and also the Christmas kit to come out, but I haven't really been able to sink my teeth into the majority of my work. So I have heard the forecast is looking quite good for tomorrow. We are supposed to have some sun tomorrow, which would mean that I will have my foot down on the pedal and get going with my work, and see whether or not I'm going to be able to stay here for the next little while. It's all a little bit up in the air, so I'll keep you informed. I'll keep you in the loop, and you know, again, small potatoes. Rural internet. It really is. It's an interesting bit of frustration for those who have to deal with it up here. I mean, I have the option to go back to London and have my son can use the internet there if it's not going to be sufficient up here. But for those who have no choice and must, you know, rely on the rural internet for their important connections, it's you know, there's a lot of room for improvement up here. So for those of you who must deal with it on a daily basis and don't have much option, I feel for you. So I think that is it for me today. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place. It's been a rather not stressful morning. Just I've been staring at a screen for the last 2 hours trying to problem solve, and so I don't think I've quite made the shift there back into regular Caroline mode. So time to finish off my cup of coffee, maybe have a sit, knit a row on my sock. As you can see from the little video that I popped in at the beginning, I have wound up the next ball of yarn for Sarah's Afghan. I think I have maybe 2 more rows of yarn left on the old ball, and then I hope to add in that next ball of yarn for her Afghan. I am loving knitting that. It has just been such a pleasure to have that on my lap again. So that's really been a pleasure. It is I showed it a couple of days ago. I will show it again tomorrow. It's the Talon Throw by Brooklyn Tweed, and it's a beautiful cable pattern. Someone asked me in the comments, that reminds me, someone asked me if I use a cable needle on that. And I do not use a cable needle anymore for most of the cabling that I now do, because once again, my friend Dawn, I talk about her all the time because she's just a magical unicorn. She taught me how to cable without a cable needle. You just use the 2 needles that you're already using, and you maneuver the stitches, slide them around. You do a little magic trick, abracadabra, with your fingers, and you just slide them around, and you hold the ones that you're trying to move. It's very, very easy, and once you get the hang of it, it's quite easy. I'll try to record a little bit of me doing it, though I feel a bit cheeky doing that because it wasn't, I mean, it was Dawn who taught me how to do it. I didn't. I mean, I you know what I mean, right? I think Dawn should put out a video on how to do it. Anyways, yeah, so thanks to Dawn, she has much sped up my process of cabling, because trust me, there is a lot of cabling in that blanket, all the way across the row, multiple rows, all of these cables, and being able to do that without a 3rd needle really, really speeds up the process. So that has been great. I'm positive there's got to be other YouTube tutorials out there on how to cable without a cable needle. It's a really great skill, great trick to have in the toolbox to use. So, okay, I better go. I think this video is going to be under 15 minutes. I know there are those of you out there who love the long, chatty, rambly videos, and I promise you they will be back, just maybe not the next couple of days, as I work through what's going on around here. So until then, please take care of yourselves. Take care. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe, and I will see you again tomorrow. Happy stitching, everybody.